Now, get a pile of money there. You can pick it up, and you can help somebody. You can buy something for someone. Okay, they buy them a house, or you can buy a slave. Right? You can do those two things, or a hammer. You can pick up a hammer and you can build a house for someone, or you can whack them over the head and kill them. Right? The Bible is exactly the same as that.
Right.
All right. So whatever is in your heart, that's what you will do.
Yeah.
Regardless of what it is, whether it's the Bible or money or a hammer, you will do that thing that's in your heart.
Kill in the name of God, sort of thing.
Yeah, well, if that's in your heart, you'll use the Bible to kill. If you can pick up a hammer and kill somebody, you will use the Bible to do that as well.
So religion can make people worse in some ways.
Yeah, it says you travel the world to get a proselyte and make him 10 times the child of hell than yourself.
Like I was talking to Jeff, my mate down here. He said his mate went and became a Baptist minister. Before that, he was a loving, charitable guy. He come back all stuck up, self-righteous, and judged him. He was worse by going to Bible college than before he went, type of thing. And Eric's been rejected. He's been rejected from the church. He used to be a bouncer and all this, and he was a bit rough, and he went through a divorce. But he served 36 missions in India, speaking at the pulpit. But they will reject him here because he's not an every worder. See, he's sort of got that.
We're on our own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd like to start something, but it's not time yet. But I feel like that could be down the line, because but this could be the end too. This could be the end. It very well could be the end. Next 5 years, 2030 coming up, 2033.
Yeah.
Apophis is coming.
The meteorite.
The planet is dying. Right? It actually is. But you know what the permafrost is? You know what permafrost is?
No.
Okay. Well, in the north, Canada, Alaska, those places, okay. You know how, like, in Australia, America, those places, Europe, the cities are built on bedrock, on rock, okay? Rock, granite, stuff like that, okay? Well, cities in Canada and Alaska are built on frozen ice. It's not bedrock. It's not granite, okay? It's thousands and thousands of square miles, like the size of this country, of frozen ice, right? It's not granite.
Yep.
It's frozen ice, and it's been frozen for thousands and thousands of years, all right? Okay? And dirt and everything is settled on top of that frozen ice, and trees have grown, and they put roads down and everything, okay? Right? But it's not granite. It's frozen ice. It's called permafrost. And it's down deep, miles thick.
Okay, so what's your point?
It's melting in the north. So those countries, Canada and Alaska and everything, they're dropping. And the permafrost, which has been frozen for thousands of years, is releasing now all kinds of things into the rivers and into the air that shouldn't be released into the rivers. All kinds of toxins, metals, bacteria, all kinds of things. And now coming out, it's changing the colours of the rivers and everything, okay?
Yep.
It's poisoning, and you can't stop that. There's nothing they can do right now to stop that. All right? It's called climate change. They reckon we're doing it, pollution.
Yep.
But it's actually happening. And the ice shelves are calving, so the sea levels are going to rise. So this has happened in our lifetime, okay? In a very short space of time, this has started to happen. When we were kids, the world was stable.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty stable, right? It was after the Second World War. Things had... We were born not too long after, 14 years after the Second World War, right?
Yeah.
So things had... We were still getting over the Second World War, right? Things were just starting to come back online, so we had a period of 30 years there where things were really good. You could buy homes, it was peaceful, things were cheap. freedoms. You know, there weren't too many people. There weren't all these refugees or anything like that. You know.
Yeah.
We were even getting on with the black fellas. You know, where it was all things were going good, but then they're just like, it just all turned to shit, didn't it? You know, real bad. So that's an indication that it's the last time, the last days was what people were saying, and the falling away. When I saw that headline, or when I heard that journalist, I don't know, about 15 years ago or something, actually say that we are now in the post-Christian era, right? I thought, okay, well, if that's not a falling away, because in 1975 the New York Times said God is dead. In other words, science has killed God, sort of thing. Okay, so that's you know, that's the fall. That's the falling away.
So
it's kind of like,
in your belief system, you don't have to be in every word to be saved.
I don't have a belief system. That's it. I don't want one. They've all got one. And it's in here in their head, and it's going backwards and forwards all day long, right? I don't want one. Jesus said, so what if you believe? Even the devils believe. You're not going to save them.
Right.
You know? So what if you believe? What? You believe that there's a creator, because why wouldn't you? When you look at nature, when you look at the trees, when you look at life, why wouldn't you believe?
Yeah.
So what if you believe? You know what I mean? That's what he was saying. You know, you say you believe. Well, so what? Why wouldn't you? You know, what's not to believe that we were created? Get over it. You know, and now concentrate on your fruits. You know, he said belief is nothing. People believe all kinds of things.
So you don't have to be water baptized in any church or anything like that as a sealing up of your conviction. Because that's what the Bible says. We're supposed to get water baptized after born again of the Spirit. Otherwise, we're not truly Christian.
When someone comes to Christ, they're going to feel that urge to do that. They're not going to need to be kind of forced to do it.
No, not forced.
They're going to want to do it.
Yeah, but you need to do that still? Water baptized?
Well, they're going to want to do it, aren't they?
But if you don't want to do it, does that mean you're not converted?
Well, you wouldn't not want to do it.
Then why haven't you got water baptized?
I've been baptized 4 times.
And a born again.
Yeah, 4 times. Once in the Mormon church and 3 times in
That's
the Christian.
right. Yeah, right.
You know, so you'd want
you have already done it.
It just comes naturally, like it said, the laws are written on our heart.
Yeah, you have done it. Yeah.
So you wouldn't question it. That's one of the footprints. Being baptized is one of the footprints.
Right.
Right.
I got you. Yeah.
That you don't question that. There's a lot of other stuff that I do question in it. But the footprints, it's all about the footprints. Right?
See, they won't let you speak in a church for very long if you haven't been water baptized. It's the committee programming thing. You have to go through that. So you're not part of any church anyway, so you don't have to worry about that. So.
No, it's like we're supposed to be moving forward. So no one is. Well, not that I can see. You know, they're not moving forward.
Just go around
not
circles.
Evolving because they're stuck in here. All right,
yeah.
The tree of knowledge. They're sitting under that bloody tree of knowledge. They're just sucking on that fruit, and it's keeping them happy. Right, it's keeping them happy. Right. Meanwhile, the tree of life is over there, and it's like, this is tasty, this fruit. You know? Because we were designed to use our mind, but it's taken over. And so if you look at the whole picture, and Sludge Boy and the Prince of the Air and the mind and everything, well, then he's in control of it, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's why 99.9% of the data is corrupted. He's in control of it, all of it. The astral planes and everything. All the stories, all the revelations, you know what I mean? Like, most of it. It's him.
Yeah. But so many people never come to these discoveries just by living their life. They have to be part of a Bible study or something to get an opening of the veil in some way. They're just going to live their life ignorant.
Yeah, well, see, why did why did only, you know, why was one prophet living out in the desert when 10,000 people living in the city and only one prophet in the desert? Why was only one and 10,000? You know, how does that work? Why wasn't there hundreds out there? You know? Why wasn't there thousands of prophets in the desert and, you know, just a few people living in the city?